everyone. It's Friday, and something I haven't done in a while is the Rags to Stitches Coffee Date Friday. So it's time when you can do a vlog or you don't have to. And today's topic, as soon as I saw it, I knew that meant that today was the day I had to try it again. Um, Today, over at Rags to Stitches, they're talking about work-life balance. Um, Work-life balance is not something that I have. It's something I would love to have. And like she says over there, it sounds like a myth and it sounds impossible. Apparently, it's not. And part of what this Enjoying Life project is meant to do is to provide me some work-life balance and hopefully encourage you to have some of the same. It's Thursday night, and I thought maybe tomorrow I'll wake up and I'll shower, and I'll blow dry my hair, and I'll do my makeup, and I'll look super cute. And you will all think, oh, Brittany looks so fabulous and her life's so put together. And then I thought that's totally stupid. Like, first of all, in the morning, I'm not a nice person. At least I won't be with the amount of coffee I'll be able to consume during that short period of time. Um, Second of all, it's just not real. Like, this is real. So today I woke up, I went to work, went to a meeting, worked from home, I went to yoga, then I met some people for dinner because I was too tired to cook dinner, and this is like what I wore in the world this afternoon. Like, I'm wearing some yoga pants, and I have one of those shirts that's like a weird material so you don't smell sweaty, and then a North Face. And my hair's up, and I did wear the pearl earrings to yoga, but a girl's got to do what a girl's got to do. So, in an effort to be real and be on topic, I'm just keeping it as it is. And I wanted to give you a few of my tips for having work-life balance, what that looks like in my life. So, for me, that means coming as I am. I get to wear jeans to work sometimes, and I keep a suit in my office because you never know what's going to happen. Um, but I just don't always go above and beyond. There's some other things that I just make sure that have to happen, and if they don't, my whole day gets off track. And so you just have to prioritize things that are going to make you happier as you go through each day. The first thing that I do is a quiet time every morning. That looks different depending on the season. Sometimes I read Jesus Calling every morning. If I have time, I read the verses. If I have more time, I'll journal. Right now, I'm doing a Bible study, Beth Moore. So every morning I wake up, and I don't have time to do every single days all by itself. So I do like one day, one page, and then the next day, like another page. And I mean, I just do what I can. I go to work. The way that I try to save money for work and time is I do things at night. Like I said, I'm not a morning person. So I will make my lunch ahead of time, and I'll prep my coffee ahead of time. So before I go to bed, I've always had my coffee pot started and prepped and timer ready to go. Um, so it wakes up before I do. That starts at 7, and my alarm goes off at like 6:50, and then I get out of bed at like 7:20. I take a shower, or I take a shower the night before, and then the night before I've made a sandwich, or I've packaged leftovers, or I've like hodgepodged a bunch of things together so that I'll have lunch for maybe a couple days. Um, that's not very balanced, but I don't want to take a lunch at work. I try not to leave very often for lunch, so I can work at my desk and I can get a lot of stuff done. And I can, if I need to go on Pinterest for a while or go on Twitter for a while, I can. But I just try to have it all handy at work so I don't ever have to go anywhere. I also keep like emergency dinner in my desk, like cup noodles and SpaghettiOs and things like that. At all times, because you never know, like I never know if a client's gonna have a crisis and they need me to stay until 10 o'clock one night. And so I'm just always keep those things on hand, because if I don't eat, then I get sick or I get grouchy or whatever, and there's no balance in that. So as you can tell, my life is like packed. It's just stocked full. And so I've started doing some things to bring balance into those. The first one was obviously quiet time, and I've been doing that for several years now, and it's like night and day difference. The other thing that I've learned is this app called Do Not Disturb, or not app, it's part of your iPhone if you have an iPhone. And so all you do is you go like into your settings, um, like settings. You'll see I call my Wi-Fi the internet because I'm super creative. And then you'll see this one that says Do Not Disturb. I don't know if you guys can see that. I hope you can. And what I've done is I've scheduled it. I learned this at a blog brunch one month. And so I schedule my Do Not Disturb from 10 p.m. to 11 a.m. And what happens is my phone, if anybody calls me or texts me, or I get like Twitter or email or anything, um, it doesn't vibrate, it doesn't ring, it doesn't make noise. And so that helps me go to sleep and stay asleep. And it helps me at work to focus on work instead of my personal life or my blog or whatever. You can list some people as your favorites. So, like my best friend and my sister and my dad and my grandma. If those people are calling me during that time, something's probably wrong. So, they're on my favorites, the phone will ring for them. Otherwise, I'm just not distracted. I'm easily distracted because I'm so busy. And so by reducing that distraction, it's given me some balance in life. The other thing that I've done, which sounds counterintuitive, but I've made sure to start seeing friends and going to events and making sure if somebody wants to hang out with me, I prioritize that. Or if I haven't connected with someone recently, I schedule like coffee or lunch. And I'm super intense about it, which is like weird. But if I say I'm going to have coffee with somebody, I write it down and it's in my planner and it's going to happen, or else I'll lose track. Like I have to have everything written down. The other thing that I do is that I have this Chrome extension that I downloaded called Stay Focused, and it's STAYFOCUSD. There's no E. I don't know why. I have allotted myself between the hours of 8 a.m. and 6:30 p.m. 45 minutes for Facebook and Twitter. Total, like between the two of them, 45 minutes. And when I hit that 45 minutes, I get this like really like jarring message that says, shouldn't you be working? And like I should. Like between 8 and 6:30, that's the time I should be being a lawyer. I shouldn't be being a vlogger or, talking to my friends or just seeing what everybody else is up to because it sounds more interesting than work. Like I I really need that accountability and I need that distraction eliminator. Because if I get overwhelmed or if I'm tired or if something weird's going on I don't know how to handle, I will procrastinate by being on Pinterest or being on Facebook or being on Twitter. And then that makes me be at the office till 8 o'clock at night. And then that means I eat pizza for dinner. And then that means I get 5 hours of sleep. And then the next day I'm tired and it happens all over again. So, like, duh, of course I don't have work-life balance. So those few things have actually started helping a lot. The Do Not Disturb, the Stay Focused extension, and quiet time, and making sure I'm seeing my friends, and talking to other friends who also have work-life balance struggles. And then the final thing that I've just added this week, which, like, I don't have time, so I've been putting this off, but I've started working out. I got membership to the YMCA. Supposedly that helps. I'll let you guys know if it does. But really, the only thing I can say, like, the best way to enjoy life is to really start focusing your time that when you're at work, you're at work. And it is so easy if you have a blog or if you have, anything on the internet, like if you're a freelance writer, it's so easy to be at work and at your desk and just start working on that. Like, I'm so guilty of it. I'm guilty of, I just get inspiration and I spend an hour writing my blog and then I'm at work an hour later. And I just think when you're at work, you stay at work. And when you're at home, that's the one thing I've seen working out. I go to work out and then I'm good. Like, I haven't thought about work since I worked out tonight. And so that's kind of the bonus of this working out so far. I mean, we'll see if hopefully it lasts. Supposedly it does. To keep the balance, if you struggle like I do, I really, really, really recommend, having some electronic helpers and maybe some friends who will hold you accountable. Or if you're married, your spouse holds you accountable as much as you can without that causing some sort of conflict. If you have a good friend who you won't take personal if she bothers you about it, ask her to hold you accountable. and really make it a priority to have some balance, because ever since I went to that blog brunch, which if you don't know what it is, it's the first Saturday of every month on Twitter, hashtag blog brunch. It's a fantastic resource for bloggers. Ever since I went to that work-life balance one, I've been really thinking about it, really focusing on it, and I've noticed a huge change. Because anything, that you can make your life better is worth it. So if you have suggestions, I'm sorry this is so long, on how you maintain your work-life balance, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. Shout it out and help us out. I know we could all use it, whether you're balancing family or being single or being at college or all of the above, or living with your parents. I mean, there's balance concerns in everything. And let's be real. Let's be a yoga outfit. Haven't cleaned my apartment. 9 or 10 o'clock on a Thursday night real. And let's talk about it. Okay, thanks guys.